So I think I explained all the mysteries of the world earlier I did a little deal at South by Southwest. So these are lessons we've learned from the field, and I'm just going to talk about, we're a web dev company who's been doing it for about 14 years, and I've been doing technology for 14 years, so I'm just going to kind of go through what we've been doing and then talk about some things we're building, some of the things we saw out in the world, and then what we're building as a result of those things. So if any of you guys are web devs, if you do client work, clients are really tough. And I do have a couple clients here in the audience, so I'm not going to talk bad about you guys or anything, but client work is tough. You have to do a lot of work to make clients happy. You have to really listen and learn, and it's tough to do client work most of the time. So any web devs, anybody doing that? So when you are doing client work, you never get to create something just right. It's hard to, in the time spans, in the budgets, in the things that you want to do, it's really, really difficult to create things that are exactly right, to be exactly how you want them to be perfect, to be... And then you never get to do things to your full potential. So you want to create the most beautiful, most elegant, most amazing thing that you've ever seen, that anybody's ever seen, and you can never do it that way because you're always working on this budget. You've got a budget, you've got a time frame, you've got constraints that you have to work within. And usually the budget's pretty tight. So again, you can never make it exactly how you want it because of those constraints. The other thing about client work is that every hour you do is about the only dollars you make. So every hour you put in, you're making a few dollars, and that's it. You don't have this recurring revenue. You have to always work really hard for all your money. So you never get the easy ride with client work. It's never that easy. But with client work, you are going to learn a lot of things, and there are a lot of good things that come from working with clients every day, all day, in and out. For one, clients really know their business. Clients understand exactly what they're trying to accomplish. They understand exactly what they want. They know their business really well, and they can help you learn about their business. That's a pretty amazing thing, because what happens at the end of the day is you get to know their business really well. You get to understand what they're trying to do, and you get to understand what they're trying to accomplish and their problems and the things that they have trouble with. And what happens is you get to know a lot of businesses really well. You hear some of the same things. You get to hear businesses from across many industries talk about what their problems are, what their issues are, how you've helped them, how you've not helped them. And what you do is you start to understand a broad set of needs. You start to understand, you start to see these trends. You start to see things come together of, I need this, I consistently need this, I don't need this, these are my problems. You start to see that broad set of needs, as well as getting really efficient at meeting your clients' needs. So what you do is you find your clients' needs, and you have to be efficient because you are working on those hours. You are working on those budgets that you probably just kind of pulled out of somewhere and said, this is probably right. So you're working against those things. And you get to you get passionate about keeping your baby. So when you're working for clients, you're always giving your baby away. You get to be passionate, and you get to find the right problems to solve, and you get to pick the right baby. So when you do a lot of client work, you end up finding the right problem to solve because it's something you're really, really happy about. So what we're doing is a thing called Little Fish, and what it's going to do is it's going to allow you to respond to an audience. What that means is you're going to be able to find people in an audience based on a whole bunch of signals and criteria. It's going to help you know the people that are interacting with your business. So that word know means something deeper than just see a name. It means who they are, what they care about, what's meaningful to those people. So that's something pretty exciting. And finally, it lets you understand the interactions with your business. The key word there is understand. So it lets you understand where those interactions are coming from and what they mean and why they're important and why or if you need to respond to those things. So that's me. That's an @ Shane Kempton up there. And if you have any questions or anything, just holler at me. Thank you, guys.